Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, and tonight in this lesson, we're going to be doing another reading comprehension exercise, number 9. Let's switch over, get our trusty work screen as we always do, and here we have it. So this is reading comprehension number 9, and the topic is my trip to Mexico. So let's get started. This year, I chose Mexico for my vacation destination, and what a great choice that was. With the help of my lovely travel agent, Chantal Fournier, I flew with Air Transat and stayed at the Iberostar Paraíso del Mar resort in Riviera Maya. The 4-hour flight was good and easy. The seats on the plane were spacious and comfortable. The flight attendants were pleasant and attentive. Because I am always such a busy person, I find it very hard to just sit on a plane for a few hours and do nothing. Also, I am a very nervous flyer, and I am happiest when my feet are on the ground. So, to pass the time and focus on something else while flying, I decided to bring some entertainment for myself on the plane. I purchased activity books such as a crossword puzzle book, a word search book, and a dot-to-dot book, such as these. Word search, you find the words. Crossword books, puzzles, and a dot-to-dot book that looks like this. And you just do the dot-to-dots. These books really kept me busy, focused, and entertained, and this really helped to pass the time on the plane. I highly recommend these activity books for people like me that don't like flying. At the hotel, we waited for our bus to take us to the hotel. Our driver was at times very distracted while speeding down the busy highway as he was holding, reading, and texting on not one, but 2 cell phones simultaneously. I was very disturbed by this, and I said, "Hey, driver, keep your eyes on the road." I told him that he would be in a lot of trouble for that in my country, and that he would be fired from his job and fined for that. He kind of chuckled and put his phones down. That was extremely unprofessional and potentially very dangerous for the passengers on the bus, as well as for the many motorcycles with riders without helmets and the many pickup trucks full of workers standing in the back of these trucks speeding past us. Anyway, the resort was very large, clean, beautiful, and very well maintained. Here's a picture of the resort where I was staying. Very lovely place. And there were beautiful palm trees throughout the resort, just like these. One thing that really stood out to me and I really appreciated was seeing how Mexicans live and interact in peace and in harmony with the wildlife in the area. On the resort, we saw a variety of different animals enjoying life all around us, such as peacocks, black swans, pink flamingos, iguanas. Oh, and there's a picture of my toes by the pool. How did that picture get in there? Sorry about that. Coatis. I have never seen or heard of this animal before, but there were hundreds of them living in large family groups all over the place. They were very bold, and I saw them rummaging through beach bags and purses that were left unattended and taking what they wanted and running off with their stolen treasures. That's a coati. I never heard of that animal in my life. Because the resort was so large, they had golf carts that went around constantly and picked up and dropped off guests to destinations around the resort. Here's a picture of a golf cart similar to the ones we had at our resort, but it wasn't particularly this one because I didn't take a picture of the golf carts. I forgot. The room was clean, large, and comfortable. Housekeeping services came daily to clean and change the towels, face cloths, and bedding as needed, as well as to replenish the mini bar with soft drinks and cans of beer. There was a market for shopping close by, and the golf cart took us there. There were many beautiful things to see, and I purchased some beautiful margarita glasses, as you will see right there behind me. Salt and pepper shakers, as you will see right there behind me. Fridge magnets, of course, which are now officially filing cabinet magnets, and snorkeling equipment. I would have liked to buy and bring back a bottle of their signature tequila, but it was $200 per bottle and even more, and that was too much for me. I thought it was overpriced, so I didn't buy any. Here are some things that we saw at the market, which were so really beautiful. These guys were so tall. These statues, this one was so beautiful, bright purple colors. And actually, I don't think this was at the market. I think it was somewhere else, but I actually forget. But it was cool nonetheless. When I go on vacation, I love to go on the local excursions. So I went to see my Air Transat representative at the hotel, and I booked an excursion to Tulum, which is one of the most visited archaeological zones in Mexico. On this excursion, I visited the Mayan ruins, surrounded by the jungle and overlooking the Caribbean Sea. It is believed that these buildings were built and inhabited by the Mayan people between 1200 and 1450. This was very amazing to see. We were not permitted to enter these buildings, however. Here are a few pictures of the Mayan ruins in Tulum, Mexico. Look at that amazing building, ruins. So cool. Another picture. Wow. And look at the little iguana that's sitting here that I didn't even see when I took the picture. But there he is right there, looking over the building. And we have this wonderful picture. And this one. And this one. This one overlooking the sea. Another one of the sea behind all these ruins. Imagine living there. It is mesmerizing walking through this ancient Mayan neighborhood, but sadly, no one really knows what happened to this civilization that just disappeared. However, drought, disease, and the Spanish conquest are believed to be the factors that contributed to the disappearance of the Mayan civilization. Fortunately, the Mexican people and government are working very hard to maintain, protect, and preserve these beautiful ruins. During this same excursion, I also went snorkeling, which is one of my favorite activities to do. I saw lots of beautiful, colorful, vibrant fish. I love to see fish in their natural habitats, just like these little fish. I also had the opportunity to go snorkeling with whale sharks, but I'm not that brave, so I passed on that one. Look at this guy snorkeling, diving with a whale shark. It's not something I think I can do. Too scary for me. Also, on this same excursion, I went swimming in a cenote. This was so amazing and beautiful. I really enjoyed this activity a lot. This is a cenote, but not the one I was in. The one I went to was called El Sueño, the dream. I wasn't able to find a picture that I could use for this reading comprehension exercise, and I didn't have my phone with me that day to take a picture. But if you look on YouTube for El Sueño in Mexico, you will see it and all its beauty. So this is a cenote. Amazing to go swimming in there. A cenote, which means a sinkhole, is a natural geological formation where limestone rock has been eroded by groundwater over millions of years. Cenotes are incredibly beautiful with crystal clear water and comfortably cold water for Canadians. You know, when you're out on a hot day and you finally get to jump in a cold pool or cenote, how good it feels. Many little fish live in the cenote, as well as blind little catfish that swim and live at the bottom. There are many stalactites hanging from the ceiling that grow approximately 2 inches every 150 years. Many bats live in the ceiling of a cenote. As it was told to me, after millions of years in the making, the cenote El Sueño was only recently discovered. A man purchased this property about 10 years ago. Shortly thereafter, while walking around his newly purchased property, he noticed a small hole in the land. He picked up a rock and threw it in the hole, and he heard splash. Then in his mind, he heard ka-ching. Ka-ching is the sound that a cash register makes, and it means that you are going to have a lot of money. Now he rents his cenote to the tour companies and has thousands of visitors each year. Yes, ka-ching. When I got home, I started digging in my backyard in hopes of finding a cenote, but all I found was a septic tank, and nobody wants to visit that. Anyway, I went on another excursion to Escarret. This too was absolutely wonderful. This was a full day and evening excursion. The bus picked us up at the hotel around 7:30 in the morning. The bus looked a little something like these buses. There was a wonderful butterfly sanctuary with thousands of colorful butterflies flying all around. It was very relaxing and serene, just like this. We also saw some beautiful butterflies enjoying their lunch. There were also some beautiful pink flamingos and some beautiful macaws and more Mayan ruins to appreciate. Some amazing sea turtles a long river to swim down and explore. This was so much fun. An art gallery / museum to enjoy and appreciate, containing Mexican folk art from different states in Mexico. Some supplies and utensils in a typical Mayan kitchen. Beautiful women in colorful dresses. Another beautiful woman. And a wonderful must-see show in the evening. I wanted to go on another excursion to Chichen Itza to see the pyramid, but it was so hot, like 40 degrees Celsius or more in the deep jungle. And people told me that some people on that excursion were passing out due to the extreme heat and humidity. I think for me, it would be best that I return to visit this place during the cooler months of December, January, or February. When I wasn't enjoying the local attractions, I spent a lot of time at the enormous swimming pool. The water was clean, cool, and refreshing. There was a swim-up bar also in the pool. There, I met and spoke to many other guests from all over the world, but especially vacationing Mexicans. It seems that Mexicans go to Mexico for their vacation, and understandably so. It's so beautiful there. This wasn't the actual pool. It was similar to this pool, and I didn't take a picture of the pool at my resort, but it was similar to this one. I was a little disappointed, however, to see that there were many Balinese beds all around the swimming pool that we were not permitted to use. The guests had to pay to rent these beds each day, and most of them sat empty the whole time I was there. When I was in Punta Cana, these Balinese beds were free for the guests to use on a first-come, first-served basis. It was wasteful to have these beds all around the resort sitting empty. I was not happy about this, and I didn't think that we should have to pay for them. Just my opinion. These are the Balinese beds that were in Punta Cana that we could use at any time for free. And look at how beautiful they were. I want to tell you about something a little strange that happened while I was staying at the resort. When I purchased my excursions with my Air Transat representative, he told me that there was a new hotel shaped like a pyramid very close to the one I was staying at, and they were promoting it. He invited me to a breakfast and a tour of the new hotel on the Tuesday morning. He also said that just for being a guest and promoting the new hotel to my friends back home, I would also get a free 50-minute massage as a token of their appreciation. He said that they would pick me up at my hotel a few minutes before 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning and take me to the location. Because I had nothing special planned for the Tuesday morning, I agreed to go and check out the new hotel, shaped like a pyramid. They called me twice on the hotel room phone and not on my cell phone to remind me of the big event. A few minutes before 10 a.m. that Tuesday morning, someone knocked on my door. When I opened the door, a well-dressed, very handsome man greeted me and asked if I was ready. Yes, I am, I replied. He said, I just need to see your credit card as well as the 3 digits on the back of your card. I said, what? Why do you need to see my credit card and the 3 digits on the back? He said, that's just the way it is. I said, well, I'm not giving you my credit card and I'm not giving you the 3 digits on the back either. Then I said, give me your credit card. And he said, sure, no problem. Then he patted all over his body, looking for his credit card, then said, oh, I don't have my credit card with me today. What a surprise. So then he called his boss and spoke to him in Spanish, explaining the situation. When he hung up, he said to me, I'm sorry, you can't come to the breakfast. And just like that, I was uninvited on the spot to the breakfast and the free 50-minute massage. Then he turned and left. I was surprised that my Air Transat representative would set me up for something like that. But that's what happened. But don't worry about me. I had a wonderful breakfast or brunch at my resort, and it was great. One evening, I attended a show called Rock Tales. This was a fun and lively musical show with young artists dancing and singing. Every time they performed a song or a dance, there was a theme to it. For each theme, they delivered a drink to each guest representing that particular theme. This is what my table looked like after only 90 minutes at the show. They were expecting me to drink all of that. There was no way that I could drink all those drinks, and the night was still young. There were a variety of wonderful restaurants to choose from at the all-inclusive resort, such as American, Mediterranean, and seafood, Mexican, Japanese, French, international, Italian, Brazilian, and a steakhouse. Let me tell you, the food was in abundance and great. There was no shortage of food, and you don't go to Mexico to lose weight. The resort really made sure that the guests were well taken care of with the variety of restaurants and the quality and quantity of food they offered. Oh my gosh, so delish. Here is a picture of our wonderful chef at the Japanese restaurant. What a pleasant experience. There he is. He was a great chef. As you can see, Mexico is a wonderful place where the locals are enthusiastic about sharing their culture and country with their guests. It is a magical, relaxing place filled with kindness, sunshine, delicious food and drinks, as well as beautiful blue beaches, exciting adventures, and breathtaking views. I will definitely return to Mexico in the near future, and I hope that you will be able to visit this amazing vacation destination one day too. Cheers. And that's it. That's reading comprehension number 9, my trip to Mexico. If that video helped you or you like the video, you can put a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. If you want to improve your English quickly, don't forget you can get yourselves a copy of Basic English. This is the 4th edition. I always told you to get the 3rd edition, but now the 4th edition is out, so you can get a copy of that. If you get a copy, I want you guys to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the book. And the answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. Also, if you need help with your verb tenses, everybody seems to need help with their English verb tenses. I don't know why, it's so easy. You can get a copy of this book called English Verb Tenses. If you decide to get a copy, you start on the first page, you complete every page right through to the end of the book. The answer key is also at the back to support you while you are learning. Both are available, of course, on Amazon. Okay, well, that's all I have to say for now. So I will see you guys in the next lesson. Have a pleasant evening and goodbye for now.